that time is supposed to start.
I gotta share.
What is up? What is going on, everybody? How y'all doing? We're live. We're live. We're live.
Hey everyone. We're live. I'm sorry.
I think we're live. Let me see.
Think so?
I think we are.
Well, there's a red button. It says live.
It says it right over here.
Yeah.
Mine's right over there.
Right. Mine says it right there. You know. Let me say hi to everybody on the panel. Vodka, Sandra, Double D,
Hey.
Sean, and Miss Amy.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Charmaine, how you doing?
I didn't even know what to do with my hand. I look like I
I
have.
always forget about
Parkinson's.
this on the phone. I can't see chat when I'm on here.
Well, I'll let you know if they're talking to you, Sean.
I can remedy that though. You just gotta give me.
I face the ace.
Face the ace.
Who? What? When? How?
Face the ace says, "Hey,
Oh,
I'm a new
yeah.
subscriber. I love your videos. Awesome.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm
awesome.
a
Thank you.
YouTuber from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Charmaine.
Charmaine
Charmaine.
says hi to Sean.
I've always wanted to go to.
I can see
Pennsylvania.
chat. I just gotta keep switching back and forth when I'm on the phone.
Okay.
I hate doing it on the phone.
Ace.
Yes.
Face of Ace. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll just get on. I'll just start my tablet up and I'll see the chat from YouTube like I've done a couple times.
Oh.
But I don't have the Wi-Fi.
Oh man.
All right. So we're gonna be talking about aliens today. I mean, alien. How many of you guys believe in aliens? 1, 2, 3, 4. How about you, John?
I think so. There's got to be. We can't be the only existent life
Yeah.
in the universe.
I agree
Absolutely.
with you. I do agree with you. But as I've always said, I have to see it to believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
But
I
see,
agree with that.
it's the vast universe. Like,
Yeah.
how are we the only planet?
No.
With a
No,
life form?
I kind of.
It just, to me, it doesn't make sense that we would be the only planet in the vast universe that has some sort of life form. I'm not saying it has to be, a grey alien
Hey,
or
David.
whatever, but something, some
Right.
type of life form to me. It just doesn't seem possible, like that there would be nothing out there.
Right,
in the
right.
universe. How?
Even,
How are
even,
we the only planet with, so that's how I think of it anyway.
even as small as going down to like the cellular level. I mean,
Exactly.
even if it's cellular level, that's different life somewhere else.
But
The way I think about it is we're not the only chromosomes in the universe. There must be other ones.
I mean, I get, all these stories about these aliens, about people. Oh, I see them coming down from the sky, blah blah blah. This and how do they know if that's an alien and not a meteorite? You know what I'm saying? That's coming down from the sky.
But how do they not know? I mean, my perspective on it is, how can I believe in Bigfoot? How can I believe in ghosts? How can I believe in all this crazy demons and everything else and not believe that there's something else out there?
Right.
I mean,
I agree with every one of you guys, but it just, there was a sighting here in Chicago. There was a sighting here in Chicago a few years ago, and it was about around the same time that I was going to work, and I never seen one. I looked up in the sky every day. I never seen any. I see a lot of stars.
Okay, Batty, can I put it to you like this? A lot of people have faith. And do they need to see God or Jesus to have that faith?
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, it's a matter of
hold on.
I suppose how you view things, but to me, we see miracles every day that help us believe in a higher, purpose, a higher being.
Hey, Nubby, how you doing?
Whatever you want to put it.
Hey,
Nubby.
Nubs.
So yeah, I sort of think, well, how can there not be the possibility, at least, when, humans have faith,
Right, right.
and they didn't have to see that to believe
But
it.
check it out. Check this. This is the difference between my God and alien. I've seen what my God could do in real life, right in front of me.
Oh,
What the
there's
heck?
an echo.
Who's echoing? No, they're gone. I've seen all the miracles. I've seen a lot of things. What God had done for me in my life, and personally, for my family, for my friends, for all that stuff. I've seen that, so I know there's a God out there. I know God is real. Now, I'm sorry, but I haven't seen an alien.
Have you seen a ghost?
Yes. I believe
Have you seen a
ghosts.
demon?
Yes. I've seen them possessions.
Have you seen Bigfoot?
No.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No. I apologize. I don't want to offend
Meet
nobody.
me outside in the alley.
But I
that's
do
what
want.
I'm saying about it.
I want to
You
believe. My
can
mind is
only
open.
assume
My
God
mind
is there by
open.
miracles, right?
Mhm.
So
My mind is open like an open book. I'm ready to believe.
But also,
well, it's not open. If you're saying you don't believe him because you got to see him to believe him, mate, then you're not. I love you, Batty brother, but you're not open to it if you have to see something to believe it.
I mean, I guess you're right. Fox River, how you doing? I guess you're right in a certain point, but
I think he's looking for confirmation. I think
yes, I want to see.
he
I want
believes
to
it,
see it
but
for myself. I want to
he
go
wants
out
to
there
see
and
it
hunt
to
Bigfoot.
actually confirm it. He wants the confirmation.
right.
I do want to believe. I do want that confirmation. I want to go hunting for Bigfoot. But when I talk about Bigfoot, I want to go hunting for aliens.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see. I would love to see that big saucer
Sorry, something weird going on with my
crap
phone.
flying in the sky, and I don't want to see a drone.
Well, there's
It's like a big, like a tent, like a big top.
I have seen multiple things that definitely make me a believer, and several of them were caught on a live stream, and it's not something that could have been edited in or anything like that. So that definitely made me a firm believer. I was already a believer, but it made me a firm believer. But I've seen for myself something that I just could not explain. It wasn't a plane. It wasn't Superman. It wasn't, a bird or a drone or anything like that. Right. And so I can not deny it at all now. But I understand where you're coming from, that you want to see it so you can definitively say, okay, yes, they exist.
They exist. All right. Let's get off what I believe or what I want to believe. Let's talk about all these other people that had their view on UFO videotapes. I mean, there are videotapes out there that looks legit, looks really legit. I mean, it looks so real that I like, damn, is that real? For real? I mean, as far as a skeptic like myself can actually kind of believe at certain videos they have. Now, what I'm talking about is, have you guys seen a UFO personally?
Yes.
Sean?
I'm not sure if I did or not. I think I did, but I don't know if it was or not. Maybe.
Donnie?
I'm kind of with Sean. Like I seen something when I was a kid, 8 or 9 years old. It was flying in the sky and it looked like it was a car because it had 2 headlights. But that was it. That was it. And it sounded like a helicopter. Now it could have been a helicopter with 2 searchlights on, but
it sounded like you saw Harry Potter flying the flying car.
Well, it was before Harry Potter in my time. It was a Halloween Town,
Oh, okay. All right, cool. How about you, Sandra?
I saw something, but I am not sure what it was.
Okay.
First, did you have a cookie or Skittles?
That's it. That's why I can't prove it. It's
Either brown or green. You know, I think the brown one's a little heavier.
because also it looked like some guy in a canoe or something.
AD, what's up, my brother?
I think that could have been like a spirit, like a Indian spirit or something like that. You know, if you saw him in a canoe.
Yeah. And I was right beside the Indian Reserve.
Indians love the peace pipe too.
Yes,
Mhm.
Oh, see,
I
I'm
bet
good
they
friends
do.
with them.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
they partake in that.
How about you, Vaca?
Well, I think as a child I did, I must say, because there was one night, I mean, summer
Hold on.
down under,
Wait
the
a minute.
nights
You
sort
saw
of
one
take a while to
actual?
get dark. No, as a child, I was laying on my trampoline. It was nighttime. I was out the back. I was about 8 or 9, and this is when I lived in the big city. And I swear I saw one because it did not move like a plane or a helicopter or anything. This thing had multiple lights on it too. There was more than like 5 or 6. And this thing moved literally from side to side
Wow.
like this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is that a plane? Yeah, in a kid mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, there's too many. Planes don't move like that. I'm thinking to myself. Then all of a sudden, zoom, it was gone. It just,
Wow, Dave.
speed of light, just zoom, like a little, your cartoon puffer thing, you know, that's the speed it went. And I was just like, you know, as a kid, I was dialing right out because I think I just saw a UFO.
Right.
You know, and I just thought, wow, that was so cool. And I was a kid, so I thought it was cool. But that's probably the
Firefox
only
River.
one.
Oh, wow.
Gotta say, fuck
I
it.
mean, unlike everybody else, we live here on planet Earth. So, Amy, have you seen your own hometown?
My nose itches. Yes, I have seen one, and I know that's what it was.
Okay.
But mine wasn't the spaceship like normal people see, the round, whatever. Mine, to me, at first, I thought it was like one of them big blimps, like they have at the football games, you know, and stuff like that. But it was all silver, no windows, you know, no nothing. It was just all silver. The sun, I remember it reflecting off of it, and it was like so blinding at first. But it was just sitting there in one spot. Hi, Melissa. It was sitting in one spot, and I watched it for, I know, a good minute. And then I kept telling my mom, what is that? What is that? Could not figure out what it was. And it seemed like it was really high for it to be a blimp. Donnie, go ahead.
They're here. I had to say hi.
Same with vodka. It
Patrick
shot off. Like it was there 1 second, the next second it was completely gone. And it left like it wasn't like the white smoke like a jet leaves, you know.
Nope.
It was, to me, it looked like, I don't know, like an electricity field or something behind it.
Like a one of the invisibility cloak of some sort.
Yeah, kind of like, you know, like when you look, I always explain it when you look over a fire and there's that glazy, hazy,
haze thing.
That's kind of like what it was, and it blew my mind. I thought about that all day long, so I know that's what it was.
Carlos the fam, how you doing, man?
What's up, Carlos?
I missed you, dude. Are you sure?
I miss him.
You said it was like a Goodyear balloon.
Yeah, kind of like that. And you know those don't go, but like they're really.
Right. Are you sure you didn't see the Hingebird? You know, the back in your time.
Sandra, have you got a pair of scissors or a stick or something? Just go up,
put me over here. I mean, Sean.
What?
That's it. Yes.
Oh,
that'll do, Sandra says.
Thank you, Sandra.
Sandra, what you doing? No, I get it.
Hey,
Cody, my brother, what's up? Howdy.
Hi, baby. Hi, Jen.
But, you know,
Cody.
now,
Hey, Florida.
you know, I want to say hi to everybody that just came in. We are talking about legal, and I'm not talking about the immigrants, illegal aliens. You know, none of that. We're talking about aliens, but none of that other.
Oh my
stuff.
god!
But do you guys believe? Okay, as aliens, do you think they're like we're all different nationalities, right? Hispanic, white, you know, all this stuff. Do you think aliens are the same? All the same, or do you think they're different nationality, different race?
I think they're all different.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to get pictures and stuff from somewhere. They're not just going to imagine what they think an alien would look like or what a UFO would look like.
Mm-hmm.
They get these images from somewhere. And
Exactly.
so aliens are all different. There's different types in any drawings. I feel like,
I mean, I've seen drawings. I've seen pictures of people describing big bulging head with big eyes and small mouth. Some really tall and skinny.
yeah.
I mean, some are green, gray.
That's why I love X-Files, because there is more to the X-Files TV show
Right.
than anyone realizes, I think. Where do you think some of those ideas came from?
Well,
And we're on 13 as well, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I also, like I said, I gotta see it to believe it, but I do believe that our technology had to come from somewhere, not just from our own mind.
Right.
Well, with how fast and how far technology has gone in the last 5 years alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where in the beginning did they get the ideas?
Right.
Patrick did.
No,
Donnie, did you
Carlos.
get the new one?
No, I didn't, Patrick. Oh my God.
Say no to the ho-hos, Carlos.
What am I? Oh my
Twinkies for
God.
life.
Carlo, there's a new thing. It's a ho-ho mixed with Twinkie. Or no, my fault. It's a ding dong mixed with Twinkie. It's called the.
You're the ding dong. Patrick, what did you do?
But before we get sidetracked here, like we normally do in everybody else's channel except for mine, because I'm perfect.
Hey.
I mean, I'm not that perfect. Craft. Let's talk about craft. Our flying ability, our airplane, and all that. Do you think they got the idea from aliens, guys? Anybody?
I think maybe the idea of flying came from somewhere, like the Wright brothers.
Mhm.
What would make them think? I know they said they from a bird, and they watch the wings and blah 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 blah. What would make them think? Okay, I want to fly in the air.
Well, if we go back, like way back in history, your time.
No, your time.
If we go way back in history, from the Mayas' time, they said they got visited by aliens.
Mhm.
How you think handstones were
Who do you
done?
think built the pyramids?
You
Yeah.
did.
That
No,
was
You did.
no, Betty. You were there. Them people could not have carried them stones.
Oh, I was there.
Pyramids. They had help.
I
See,
mean,
that's a good point, Sis. I agree with it.
Really good for, go ahead, Patrick.
How did they get them that high, even with ropes or vines and hundreds of manpower? How did they get the blocks
You
up
look at the
that?
pictures. If you look at the pictures of the pyramid, it shows them all lined up and they're handing.
Now, see,
Bullcrap.
Jen, I believe that.
Well, bring up the thing about the pyramids. It reminds me of a story about aliens. I don't know if it's a movie, or a TV show. I don't remember where I saw it, but we're fighting. We're discovering that aliens are coming to Earth. It's like now, and aliens are coming to Earth. They're here actually, and they're gonna destroy us. And we're discussing why do you want to destroy us, and why are you here, and what's the purpose? We've come to find out while we're talking with these aliens that are here, that we are genetic likenesses of them. We were created by aliens. We were sent ahead. We are the destroyers. And they're talking. While they're talking, the alien says, "Who do you think? You think the Egyptians built the pyramids?" And they're like, "No. You were here and destroyed the population that was here for us to come in."
Mhm. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the whole story, you got to see it. It really is mind blowing, and it's like, wow.
Well, you know,
I
Carlos
can-
just said something.
How it goes in, how do humans are like the perfect thing we just destroy and consume and
Right.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
this is another thing. Carlos just said that they move rocks with sound wave. How do they get the sound wave? How
Yeah.
do they know the sound waves? You
The
know,
UFOs.
See,
The
I'm
power-
dodgy. The sound wave thing to me doesn't make sense because can you imagine how or what pitch of sound you would have to make to move something heavy, particularly the size of the blocks they used for the
Mhm.
pyramids.
And back then, what are they going to use to make that kind of sound?
And exactly back then, where are they going to get that sound from?
where
At
you know
what
back
pitch of the
yeah
time?
back then they never had electronics. They never had power drills and all that other stuff. I mean,
I
where
think-
do they get all that stuff? Where do they get the sound wave from?
Yes.
Donnie Doolittle. I honestly believe that the aliens came here a long, long, long time ago and said, "We're leaving this place because they're going to screw themselves," and
Absolutely
they
agree
just
with
come
that.
back every now and then to watch the show.
Or more
What a
likely,
boring.
they'll say, "We're leaving this place and we're leaving Amy here." So you know, no.
Mystical,
There,
mystical levitation is a thing, though.
I mean, we can-
It does exist, and it is real.
We can also jump down that rabbit hole where we're just a simulation and it's the aliens controlling us.
oh, sorry, Sean.
So I mean,
I feel like sometimes I am. You know, watching some of them simulation videos that says we are simulation. You know, like the squirrel coming up out of the ground and stuff just falling out of the sky and stuff like that.
mhm.
All that's fake as crap, or it looks fake as crap. But
Mhm.
sometimes I do feel like we are in a simulated world.
I
You're talking about like
absolutely agree.
glitches
In
and
the
stuff like
Matrix.
that happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at how many like traffic security cameras that have caught like people just popping out of thin air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. I mean,
But
like time travelers. you're
Yeah,
talking about?
CGI is a great.
But do you
concept.
think time traveling is also part of Alien?
And
But-
that's what I'm saying. I think it's linked.
AI is become so huge over the last couple of years, and even now it's like just like the TV strike. They're also worried that all the writing is going to be done by AI. So
You're correct.
how do we know which ones of those are real or not?
I mean,
But
I mean, you're absolutely right. The only thing we could say for sure is any of the videos we upload is 100% not AI. But
Right.
we can only trust
That's right.
our videos, though.
Yeah.
You know,
mhm.
See, that's the,
the
hard part,
fans.
isn't it?
You know,
You know, that is the hard part. Is how do you be sure when it's someone else's video?
Right.
Unless it's someone you trust.
You want
like
to
all of
believe
you
it.
guys.
You want to
You know,
believe.
It's a fact. Well, a lot of us do want to believe. So you're willing to believe a lot of these videos, but you look really closely at the videos and try slowing them down.
Honestly, if you look, okay, so this is going to probably sound stupid, and I've thought about this for a really long time, probably way too long. But if you look at the people that they said time traveled, like they have the picture that looks like Nicolas Cage, they have one that looks like Tom Cruise, they have one. There's so many that look like. And granted, you can look like your relatives. You can have a doppelganger. Or you can have they say everybody has a twin. But
Mm-hmm.
if you look at all these people they say are time travelers, look how crazy they've gone. Like you would think doing like time traveling like that or something would really mess up your brain. But look how crazy they've went.
I mean, that's
Almost every single one of them.
they're just I call it they're just plain old nuts. That's all they are.
Yeah.
Plain old
well
nuts.
to
But-
effectively like time travel. Wouldn't you have to break up into particles?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like if you back and forth, that's really going to mess up your brain. Like you're going to lose a few brain cells here and there.
Or chromosome.
I do that every day.
Ah,
And it could also be Hollywood and the drugs and all that other stuff. But still,
Yeah.
this is just what I've been thinking.
well, Nicolas Cage is always crazy anyway. He's
Yeah.
always been crazy.
But he's
Um,
personal.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about where we used to be at with where we had the reunion in Vegas. Those
Mhm.
people that I think it was a day after or a couple of days
No,
after
it
we
was
left.
actually a month before we went. We just
Oh,
see
the month
the date.
before.
Yeah.
Then if it was a month before, then why everything just hit the news just recently? You know?
I don't know. I think that's just when we saw it. Maybe I don't know. I think but it was a lot bigger. It seems like that week after we left Vegas that it was everywhere.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well, that that person was talking about that. You know, an alien craft hits his backyard or his job somewhere, and the guy. I mean, he sounds kind of sincere on the radio, on the radio, whatever that was, on the video that I saw, and he said that he seen this alien behind something. I forgot what it was, and that it is like 7 8 feet tall,
Mhm.
skinny,
Wow.
and the craft that he saw is invisible. You know,
Right.
I mean, he does sound a little sincere, but at the same time, to me, just to me, that I don't think is real. I mean, I don't think he saw something else and think it was an alien. But they showed the police cam. I don't know if you guys seen that one. They showed the body cam.
Yeah.
The police officer was interviewing that guy, and the police officer said, No, my buddy actually saw an aircraft coming down.
Going to say about that one. That was the only reason he sort of gave validity to the people who
Right.
rang 911, because his buddy had seen something in the sky also coming down just before that. So I was going to bring that one up too. Yeah.
I want to see that. I really want to see that. I want to see the shooting star. I don't give a crap. I've never seen a shooting star. You know? I mean, I know there's stars because I see them, but I've never seen a shooting star.
So October 15th, we're going to have the Ring of Fire, which is an eclipse that's going to like take out part of the sun. So all that's going to be is the border of the sun. Only certain people are going to be able to see it. But they say that that's the best night to be able to see UFOs and stuff like that is after an eclipse of some sort. So October 15th, there will be the Ring of Fire. So go outside that night and be watching.
If I remember, because
I'll remind you.
Yeah.
Just remember, still don't look into it.
No,
that's what I was just saying.
No, don't look into it.
How can you
that'll
see
be during the daytime? At nighttime, go look for the UFOs. But there's another thing too. You know, you're talking about the 8-foot tall alien. Okay, so what is the one guy, the Slender Man? You know, he's supposed to be tall, bald head, rounded, really long legs, long arms,
skinny.
That came from somewhere. That could be an alien. But another thought is, we don't know what all aliens look like. So people that see Bigfoot, they see Dogman, they only see them here and there. There's only been a few sightings that are legit, and nobody ever catches them on camera.
Right. I'm going to get to that. Go ahead.
So how do we know that those are not aliens?
Exactly. That's what I was going to get at. I was going to say, do you think Bigfoot is an alien? Because exactly what you just said, they never found skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
They never found skeleton. There was one. I just saw a video on a guy. There was just one that this guy, I don't know what is he, a crocodile hunter or something, the way he was dressed up. He had a skull. And he said there was a Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
But people started really believing it, so he got back on the video and says it was actually a fake.
Mm-hmm.
One of his buddy made a skull. It's not a real Bigfoot. So, do you think Bigfoot is an alien? Because we never seen him. I mean, you don't see the remains on the floor. You never seen any kind of skeleton or something like that. Do you think he's an alien?
I do think he goes between dimensions.
Yep.
But
I do feel
also,
that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
A lot of the sightings, you know, most of the sightings, not all of them, are like deep in the woods, around cemeteries, around haunted locations where portals and other things generally are. So I think they kind of go back and forth. I mean, there's been beliefs that Bigfoot has buried their dead because they are so close to human-like behaviors. Crows even have funerals for the birds that die. So
Really,
they could just bury their dead. But I do think they take them back and forth through the dimensions.
But also, how do we know that aliens have skeletons? How do we know that it's
Mhm.
bone?
Exactly.
How do we know it's not like a cartilage, and cartilage will break down after you pass
True.
away?
Very
So,
true.
Exactly.
we don't know if it's
Never
just
thought of that.
life forms like us, and they're
Right.
maybe like silicone-based, like or sorry,
right, and it just deteriorates instead of it just staying there like a skeleton would.
That's a good point.
That's like the what the internet was just absolutely on fire a week or two ago with the alien body that was found supposedly.
Mhm.
But when it was researched and everybody's going, oh my gosh, you know, I think it was it Mexico? Someone somewhere found this supposed alien body. But when it was actually looked at, it's got a femur, it's got a this, it's got a that. It was all made up of random human bones.
Mhm.
It wasn't real at all, you know, and it was for a class or a movie thing or a something that was made up. But as soon as it came out, people were like, oh my God, they found proof, you know, they did have proof, and they ran with it, you know, without questioning. Was it made, you know, and like the little one they found was supposed to be the little one as well. Now that one, that was a little bit more out there, and I don't think that one's been debunked as quickly that I know of. I haven't seen anything. That one would be interesting to see the scientific, you know, side of things. But you know, a lot of people want to believe so badly, I think, that they will just see something and go, oh, look, it's real. Without the questioning.
And see that leads us back to like being on a microscopic level. How do we know viruses aren't aliens? How do we know bacteria isn't aliens? I mean,
well,
that's
they alien bacteria or alien fungus. If they don't know what it is, it's an alien.
Well, they have gone to outer space.
No,
you know,
it actually originated here. Maybe, you know, if it's been here for so long, maybe at one time it came down from a meteorite from some other place.
Right. Well, that's another thing. You know, they've gone to outer space, and they have, I think it was Mars, and they brought down a rock from Mars, and they microscopic the rock. You know, look inside, and there were bacteria in it, and they call that alien.
Yep.
Yes.
They call that alien. Yeah. So, and it was alive. It was moving.
Right.
You know, so I was like,
wow.
I mean, you know, I've seen a movie the other day with my wife. It's called No One Can Save You, something like that. It's an alien movie. The ending was a little confusing, but there's a thing that it's like it comes out of the alien. It's like almost a hairball, and it goes into you, right?
Ew.
When it comes out, it takes a form of you. So those, I'm thinking that the bacteria, whatever that is, that's in that rock, you think it grew here on Earth years ago and became us?
It could have.
Do you think we're part of that alien gene?
Yeah.
Where does it say we're not?
Right. But even our own government has issued. They put out there was stuff with aliens. Area 51 is real.
Yeah.
They put it out there. They're not going to put everything out there though, because they don't want to cause mass hysteria.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would they give us that if there wasn't anything?
Right. I mean, now these this day and age, I mean, I cannot turn on a TV without anybody talking about alien. It's alien this, alien that. You know, they seen flying saucers hang like hovering, and then all of a sudden it's gone. I mean, super fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering, where can I get that kind of flying device, so that way I could go to Amy's house, make jokes, and then come back without getting hit.
Oh, my Lord.
Make sure
And
you
just sit
drop
back
about
now in his
15.
alien craft, hover over Amy's, drop a load of Twinkies, and then vanish.
Yeah,
I could definitely
Yeah,
see
that would have been awesome. That
Yes.
would have been
Another
awesome.
thing I wondered about crafts like that, that can just take off, super fast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That inertia, a craft, a normal craft, any of us or any human would be in any craft taking off that would fast would kill you instantly.
Yeah, you'd be flat.
Yeah.
Or with that speed, I think it will kill you really, really fast. Because on certain
even-
simulation that's going pretty fast, I've seen people faint like that.
Yeah.
How about that ball? What they call that slingshot? What they had the amusement park, right?
Yeah.
You get on it. I see people faint from that because of the high they get.
Mhm.
So imagine that thing going super fast. You'll get whiplash too. Break your neck.
And any astronauts that are going to go into outer space, they endure years of training.
Mhm.
Yes.
You know, underwater, the lightning speed, the being able to hold their breath, all that. They have to do years of training. I don't see somebody doing years of training just to pretend to be a UFO.
Right.
But that goes back to what Sean was saying, like the inertia, just the initial inertia, just to get a craft traveling at that speed, that quickly. I think any type of material we have here on Earth is just going to rip apart.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
know
much.
of,
Yeah.
I don't know of any material that's hard enough to withstand going, 20,000 miles an hour in a split second.
Because it would definitely have to be light.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Strong light, yeah.
Now, I have heard of this new substance that the government is creating called aerogel, and it's supposed to be, you can't burn through it. They use it on the spacecrafts now because it resists temperature so good.
That they brought back from the UFO that's locked away in Area 51.
It could be,
It
but
could be.
yeah,
I mean,
it's called aerogel, and it's like it's super light. It's almost see through.
It's like 98% air or something like that.
Yes, 98% air.
wow.
I'm
I
not
didn't know
going to
that.
trust anything that's going to be 98% air.
It's not really for structural; it's all for installation material. It's
Yes,
insulated
yeah,
material.
they use it on the spaceship. Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna put Amy on that, test it
No,
out.
we ain't.
But
No.
that would be about the lightest substance that I would think could withstand maybe that
That's a good
speed.
point, David. Read David's. It says UFOs aren't really flying at high speed. They're just manipulating time so it only appears they are flying fast.
See, that's
That
that's
sounds
how
really
you'd be able
good.
to
Yeah.
survive the inertia. If you're
Yeah.
the only way you'd be able to survive that inertia would be manipulating time.
Yeah.
Again, manipulating time.
All right. We live in a galaxy filled. Well, there's multiple galaxies. I've heard a lot of galaxy out there.
Mhm.
In our galaxy, I don't know how many planets do we have. I don't know, billions or something like that. But these aliens, I mean,
9 in
how
our
long? Huh? What?
There's 9 in our galaxy.
Or
Plus-
30, 50,
And the sun.
100,000? But these aliens, they have to live far, right? They have to live far. How do they get here? If it takes us a long time to get to the moon,
They manipulate time so they can travel at a high speed. Did not
but
David tell you that?
don't they say? Didn't they say that there's what they call
travel
that?
at the speed of light.
Black hole,
Wormholes?
wormhole.
Black holes.
That's why the warp,
Holes portal.
the Star Trek. Yeah, I don't want to get Star Trek and Star Wars mixed up. You'll get all kinds of comments. But
Right.
the Star Trek, the Star Trek engines, the warp drive engines, are actually patented. That's an actual concept that's theorized that should actually work. So that whole concept is patented. And
Oh, wow.
I
Amy is
believe
an
that
alien.
you create like a field around you, and instead of I can't explain it. I can't remember how it exactly works. You don't. It's like you're not moving, but space is moving around you. You're just staying in one place, pretty much. It's It's kind of weird how he explains it, but yeah, it's theoretically it's supposed to work.
Oh,
Amy, are you sitting on a high chair? Could you?
No, I'm not sitting in a high chair. I'm sitting in a normal size people recliner.
with a booster
Okay,
seat.
if you want to, with a booster.
Johnny.
Oh man.
Heard y'all.
I heard you. I heard you.
Okay.
Do you guys think that aliens live here already?
Mhm.
Do you think they're here already?
I've met a few that there's some on YouTube.
There's some on YouTube.
Yeah.
Amy,
I know it's not me
stuff.
and Donnie because we're and Sean because we're as human as we get.
Don't they all work at the post
Yes.
office?
Actually, I have met one on YouTube.
No, I think that one guy at the cemetery. I think he was an alien.
Yeah, definitely.
I honestly believe some people on YouTube are aliens.
You
I'm
think?
not going to name any names, but
Too. I think there's some people in Hollywood that probably.
oh, definitely.
Don't tell
I've-
my
I-
secret.
I've seen videos of certain people that have, when they blink their eyes, they blink twice, one down and the other one sideways.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of that. I thought that was reptilian.
That news reporter, you talking about the news reporter that did that?
I think so. I'm not too sure. I don't remember.
I thought that
All I
was.
remember is the eye part.
I thought the reptilians blinked sideways.
I see those things all the time where they do the what is it called when you the collage dillies of all the different things that make people look like aliens, and it's mostly like newscasters and stuff like that, which wouldn't surprise me. But
Really? Well, I
I've
think.
actually chatted with one on YouTube that says they're an alien.
I mean,
or
we're
they're
all
not from this planet.
we are all talking to an alien right now, right, Amy?
I haven't said a word, so it's not me.
I was listening to vodka. I wasn't rudely interrupting her, Batty.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
No,
Bucko.
honestly, they're waiting. They're trying to get to this person is trying to get to the world sort of government agency levels to try to talk to them and give them proof that they are from another planet, if you
I've
like.
seen this movie before.
And their story is that they've actually lived with humans multiple times over because we always destroy the earth in the long run. That's unfortunately we still don't get it, and we still don't get about looking after it and all the rest of it, and that they've lived here multiple times over and watched us destroy things, and like old writings that were old biblical writings in the very, very early days were written towards, I think it was Jewish, that was literally just for their people. It was not meant to be used for everyone. And this sort of thing. So there are a few things that they said that made me go,
Have y'all seen the guy that turned himself into an alien?
No, I've never seen that. That's a video.
Like,
What?
he literally did body modifications to turn himself into an alien, and like he was not too nice before that, but that's him now.
wow.
He has put extra bones and stuff in his arms to make ridges. He's put
Oh my
bones
goodness.
here to make and he's put them in his head to make it look like he's an actual alien, and it's disgusting.
It looks
It's
gross.
disgusting.
I mean, why? You know what?
Now
We're
I've
gonna
seen
talk
the one
about
that looks like a
something
cat.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like the one that's on that video, that music video, Thunder.
certain.
That might actually be him. I mean, he literally is not even in costume. He's tattooed all over. He had his tongue split and then his tongue tattooed to where it's blue, like a bluish gray color, because he wants to be an alien. I'm like, just go across the border somewhere. I mean, that's gross. It's gross. And then he's complaining now that he can't get a job anywhere.
Of
Well,
course.
And you wonder why. I mean, seriously.
And I'd say you got to move to Arizona around Area 51 down there. Somebody's bound to hire down there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Start becoming one of those what they call those freak show thing.
And he doesn't even hardly talk anymore. He does like this squeal with his voice and like a tick sound, and it's so gross. Y'all got to watch the videos. It's nasty.
Mm.
Now, I've seen the one,
Man.
is it a woman who wanted to be a cat, a big cat, and she.
Mhm.
Oh, I've seen quite a
Modified.
few of those.
I've seen
people.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
but I've never seen the alien guy before. Wow.
I've seen the lizard, the cat woman, now the alien guy. It's nasty.
Oh, I got a good question.
The Barbie
I-
lady.
Oh yeah,
The what lady?
Barbie.
Yes.
Barbie
Oh.
lady.
Oh yeah,
Why would
Okay.
people go through that? Put themselves
and the
through
Ken
that?
doll.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Oh, yeah.
crazy. Hey, would you guys like to be? Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. Abducted.
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 I don't want
You
to
guys
be.
would like that?
As long as I don't get probed.
I don't want to be pro.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that's true? Probing?
I'd like to go for a ride, yeah, but I don't want to get probed.
Okay,
I
so
was gonna say, I'd like to go and get shown the sights like a tour, but no, not.
what is the name of that movie about that guy who honestly says that he was abducted by aliens? It's
The Close Encounter or
Hi,
something like
guys.
that? Or the Fourth Kind?
no.
Was it about that movie, The Fire in the Sky?
What he said he got
Fire in the
probed,
Sky.
and
Fire
it
in the Sky.
sounded painful. I don't want to be probed. I would love to meet an alien and talk to him. And like vodka, I'd love to see the interior of a UFO,
Mhm.
but that's as far of interior as I want to go.
Travis Walton
Fire in
Davidson.
the
They can-
sky.
Oh, okay.
If
I don't know if it was like that movie. I remember, but I was kind of a teenager or whatever, preteen maybe when that movie came out. Now, but Flight of the Navigator, that Disney movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember
I,
that.
I thought that was so cool. I was like, yeah, I'd like to have a UFO like that.
That was one of my favorite movies of all time. Love that movie.
But do you think aliens? I mean, I'm not talking about the green and gray aliens. Do you think there are aliens that out there in some other planet that looks like us, human, almost human? Have you ever seen the movie The Race for Witch Mountain?
Mm-hmm.
You see those
Fire in the
kids?
Sky
They
is
look
the
human,
movie
don't
I was
they?
looking for.
Do you think there are aliens that look like us, human?
Yeah, definitely. I think they can manipulate their body to look like us. I think they can do that easy.
so would it be kind of like a shapeshifter then?
But more than probably. I mean,
and how do we know all the ones that we haven't seen videos of aren't aliens?
right.
Exactly.
And if you think about it, a lot of shape-shifting stories come from Arizona, Utah, a lot of stuff like that, to where there is a lot of UFO sightings.
Like Roswell and stuff like that.
Shapeshifters, UFOs.
Wow.
Well,
I mean that is a lot, to sink in.
I just seen there's a shapeshifter ranch or something like that.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yes.
Oh, it is Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, Skinwalker, shapeshifter, to me, it's the same.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. All these things that they're seeing like this, those I don't know what we would classify them as, but creatures. Are those not aliens? Are those aliens? I mean,
Well,
like we say, there's different races, right? There's
the
different.
thing that me and Laney saw, we said it looked like a rake, but to me, a rake looks like an alien.
Right? Could it be one?
I'm sorry. I was talking to my wife. What were we talking about?
We weren't
We're talking.
about you.
Oh,
We're
Yeah.
talking about you.
what looked like an alien? Me?
Yeah,
Well,
you look like one.
I mean, it can be.
We
Nope, I
thought
don't
about
even
you
know.
as a. We thought about you as a shapeshifter.
Nah. The
That's
only thing
true,
I shift
guys.
is my underwear.
Oh my god!
The Children of the Corn is nasty.
Yeah.
Everything
That's the black-eyed
nasty.
children, man. That's just.
I'd go say hi. I'd go say hi to him.
Okay.
No.
Oh, that's a good one. How about those sightings?
Corn,
kids with black eyes. You think they're
Black-eyed
aliens?
children.
Black-eyed children? No, I think
Yeah,
they're
black-
demons.
I was gonna say that to me they would feel more like a evil presence or something.
Demons.
Because they're definitely along the negative life force, the
They're the
lower
children
realms.
of Lucifer.
You know, that's
Yes.
Because they do describe alien with big black eyes, so
Crop circles. I know a lot of them's been debunked. But you cannot tell me that some of them crop circles have been done in one night.
How
Even 30 people.
True.
No.
How
Yeah.
about the
Actually,
night?
I
What
thought
they call
that too,
that?
sis. Some of them are huge, and for them to be done overnight, even with multiple people, multiple tractors, whatever. I mean,
I believe
you'd
it.
hear the noise for a start, you know.
And they're
of
too
a-
perfect. They're too perfect. I can't walk a straight line just walking. Are they gonna like have a circle drawn out? No one can draw a perfect circle either. These are too perfect to be walked using a board and rope.
Well,
Oh,
not
I've
only
seen that too. Yeah, some dude
Yeah.
doing the board
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah,
but
Perfect.
Yeah.
even if they were standing out there, so to speak, doing these crop circles, wouldn't you see like ones that like where they walked on top of it after they did it to get out of it?
Right. And how can they see from up top to make sure that the dimensions and all that are correct and
Right.
perfect?
Right.
How are they going to see? Because back then, when the crop circle started, there was no drones
Yep.
or anything
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
Or are they going to rent a helicopter and stay up there all night long and use walkie-talkies or something and say, no, a little further to the right?
Okay. All right. So we're talking about crop circle. How about we talk about what they call that NECA line?
Nazca
No,
lines?
Hmm?
Yes.
What?
Like they have
Mhm.
like the hummingbird, that
The
giant
Nazca
ant,
lines.
all that. Do you think they're made by aliens?
I don't know what that is.
I didn't even understand the word.
The Nazca lines. They're those stones that are laid out in the desert in South America,
Oh, like the
in paper figures.
Like Easter Island or what?
No, they're just like stones laid out in the ground. One's in the shape of a hummingbird, another's in the shape of like a human kind of form.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just, if you go down, if you actually go to the place, it's just individual stones, little boulders, and it's laid out in a huge pattern. So you can only see it from the air.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about Stonehenge?
What about the monoliths that keep popping up?
Easter Island
Some of
with all
them.
those heads.
Some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, the Nazca lines are supposed to be from the Nazca Indians who flourished in the area from 200 BC to about 600 AD.
yeah,
Graves and ruins of their civilization have been found near the lines.
but these things are like miles and miles. I mean, I don't think they would take
They're
the
saying
time
it
to do all
took
that.
generations.
They
even.
had the same people. They were referred by the people that did the pyramids. They referred the same alien crew to come and.
Oh, so they were their
It's a referral
alien
program.
jacket, the alien jackets and
Referral
the yellow thing.
Yeah, they got
the
points.
hard hats.
They got points for referring.
I gotcha. I see. Oh,
Well, see, you also got those rocks that they talk about. They see the lines through the salt beds and stuff like that, and it's rocks that actually move.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen those.
There's just too much unexplainable stuff for me to not say. Which I do understand you, Batty. I understand you're a see to believe kind of person. But to me, there's way too much to not believe it. I've been really diving deep into all this rabbit hole crap. But there's just it's
Ooh, your
too
camera
much
went
stuff.
blurry.
Yeah, it did.
Well, that's why I try to keep my mind as open as possible. I think anything is possible
Right.
in this
Right.
world.
I mean,
I really do. Because otherwise, how do we explain some of the things that have happened over time? Some of these amazing things, and yet they try to give us an explanation. And, some of it is feasible and plausible, but others are still like, really?
Mm-hmm.
You sure it wasn't aliens? You sure it wasn't time travelers? You sure it wasn't different dimension. Someone came in from a wormhole and helped out or did something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Some of the things are just too mind blowing. I think
That will always
to
be
not have a possibility of it anyway.
Right.
my favorite saying is, show me your evidence ghosts exist. Show me your evidence they don't.
That's right.
Well,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
I
with
don't want,
aliens.
I really don't want to throw religion into this, but in the Bible it says, you know, when Jesus come for the second time, we're all gonna be taken up to heaven,
Mhm.
right? Do you think? Well, I believe this, that all this alien talk that people getting abducted and all this and that. Do you think this getting ready for the second coming of God?
I mean,
I mean-
it could, but just like with humans, aliens could have their own belief system as well. They could have their own God as well. And the people that believe in God are the ones that believe in the resurrection, are the ones that believe we're going to be taken. There's also in the Bible says a third of the world is going to be left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do we really know that third of the world is not alien beings? Or I don't really see God leaving. I'm just my
Yeah, see, I'm going to zip my lip because my thing is, I'm sorry, look, I do have a belief,
Mhm.
but I don't have a typically religious belief, if you like, because I'm sorry, if he is forgiving, why is he leaving babies and children
Right.
that are innocent and pure?
Mhm.
Because that's what they've come to my doorstep saying, you know, it's going to be, you have to believe or you will not be taken.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, but I don't believe he's that cruel that he would not take innocent babies and children who are too young to decide for a start.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm a little bit,
He
that's
would-
all I'm going to say on that, because I can get a little bit, I can upset people at times
Yeah.
with that view. So
It's all good. Let's not talk about religion because that's near and dear in my heart.
but
Yeah.
that's why I keep it all as anything
Yeah.
is possible.
Oh no,
way
I
back.
get it. I get
You
it.
see,
But
that's sort of why I go with the, well, look, you just never know, man. You just really don't.
Right.
In this
Yeah.
world, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to jump off the topic like we always do and jump into something else that we, you know.
That's a good thought that Face has had, what you've put up there on the screen.
Mhm.
Yes.
Bermuda
Do you guys
Triangle.
believe that? Do you guys believe that the Bermuda Triangle is maybe alien type? Because there's a lot of
That's
saying
all.
that, you know, ships goes in there, that disappears and all that other stuff. Airplanes.
Go
I
ahead.
think it can be a portal.
Yeah.
I think it most definitely could be a transformation area. And you
Well, and
just
I've
happen to
always
be going through it.
also I've wondered if there is something from underneath
It very well could be.
Yeah.
coming up and taking these things.
Well, they talk
you know,
about
these
those,
ships and
We talk about the
planes
ley
and-
lines also too, and I think there's a ley lines that intersect there.
Mhm.
Yes.
And there's also like, so because I've done a story on the Bermuda Triangle and I put in audio.
Hey, Myers.
I put in audio of an aircraft from World War I, World War II, where the pilot and 8 passengers went missing, and the pilot was saying, "What is that? What is that? What is that?" And then they were saying,
Mhm.
"Mayday, Mayday." So they knew they saw something when they went into it, and they disappeared.
Yep.
And it was messing with their audio and
Instruments.
frequency and all that.
Spotted Ghost.
It was messing with their instruments and everything else.
And
What's that,
haven't there
Spotty?
been more recent pilots too that have made
Yes.
comments about that when they've gone near it? And not to
Yes.
mention, going back to the alien topic, I've seen some footage now from some jet flight pilots, fighter pilots, where they've damn well had their phone. They took their phone up with them, and they got some footage of something that cannot be explained.
Mhm.
Something flying. So you just never know in this world.
There was a thing that an airplane from 1940 or something like that flew and disappeared, vanished without a trace. About almost I want to say almost 50 years later, maybe 60 years later, that same plane landed at an airport
Yeah, I
Then
saw
the
that.
plane took off again and disappeared again. Do you think
Yeah.
alien had to affect that? Like they come and go, grab and disappeared?
It
I mean, they could.
be. I mean, but
Aliens,
don't
wormhole.
rules.
Yeah, maybe there was a UFO and that plane happened got into its time warp or its warp.
Yeah.
Or could they have like just manipulated to look like the plane that disappeared then just so they could come in undetected?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Interesting.
that's just like really. Sometimes certain stories kind of mess with my head and all that. And all right, my hour's up. My hour's up right now. But like I said, this is a great topic. It was good to talk to you guys about it. I learned a lot. I think I learned a lot because my head is wide open for everything. But right now, I want to take the time to find out what everybody got in store for this week or next month, next year or whatever. Donnie?
First, I want to follow up with this show with saying we are one planet in one galaxy in a billion galaxies. They say time and space is infinite. Do you really believe we are the only life there?
It's too big for us, so no.
It's too big.
Right.
So, as far as anything coming up, I'm going right after this live stream, going to video my challenge 4, and it will be up before I go to bed tonight. I also have the 5 videos from the Gilchrist County Jail coming out, and pretty soon the county is taking over animal control, and I'll only be for the city, so I'll have a lot more time to do things like this.
Awesome.
So-
That sounds
Cool.
good, Dr. Littlefoot. All right. Sean, what you got, buddy?
I had a couple of videos with actually you that weekend with our the train car we went to and
Cool.
another video. So I got those put out. Yeah, so some watching and then a little live stream on Saturday. Not sure a topic this week, but we'll come up with something soon.
Cool. And by the way, your Halloween stuff is coming out awesome, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh. Sandra, what you got?
Today I took out my challenge number 4, and tomorrow I'm taking out my personal story of my gift that I have. That's coming out tomorrow. Then Thursday I'm gonna drop like a short scary story. And Friday will be my regular scary story.
Awesome. You're a busy bee.
Yeah.
I do everything on Monday to get rid of the week.
Gotcha. Awesome. Vodka.
Alrighty, well, in the future, it's hump day here already. So I will be trying to get a hump day up by the end of the day. So you guys are waking up to it. Just got to raise my vibration a bit. I have not been great since I had my tangle with the bin on Saturday. We have outside bins, big ones, wheelie bins, we call them here. And they have lids and things. And anyway, I was helping do some yard work and I sort of pushed, but somehow I'm so short. Go on, you can get in now in a minute, Maddie. I'm so short. I kept on the lid while I was still pushing, and I was holding a metal brake in the left hand. I literally whole body face planted. I have a mark. You can't see it very well, but I sort of, me and the bin went, and the bin won. I ended up on the ground.
Oh,
And my kids
no.
were panicking because I was literally that far from the metal spikes of the rake that I had in my left hand. So I've been recuperating, and I'm sort of at the moment it's hump day, and just man, keep your eye out. That sort of threw me a little bit, so I've got to raise my vibrations a bit just to get my hump day done today. So yeah, keep an eye out, fam. It'll be out there.
So I believe Vodka is an alien because she's in the future.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm supposed to be, I think, anyway, because I'm rhesus negative.
Oh,
And
okay.
supposedly, if you have negative rhesus with your blood, you're from the alien line. So
Oh, I'm an alien.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
an
just
alien.
negative. That's it. I'm just negative. So don't even worry about it.
I'm positive.
Amy, what you got?
So no, I'm not sure of the days yet, but I have a app review. Well, I actually have two app reviews coming out. One that's not a paranormal app, but it's an app I think everybody needs. And then the other one is a paranormal app. Plus, I show a few things that you already have on your phone that you can use in paranormal investigations if you don't have or want to pay for apps.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I have a video coming out, which is actually on aliens. And it's the re-upload of when we went to the alien gravesite. There's supposed to be a real alien buried here. And it was probably one of my favorite places to go.
Awesome.
And then I'm working on something. I'm not going to give too much away. I'm working on something new that I'm hoping will be good. But we'll see. And then my live stream Thursday night. I have a topic already. I just can't remember what it is.
Mhm.
We'll see when I put it up.
Mhm.
Cool. Now,
All right.
before I say what I'm gonna do you guys have seen a video on, I think it's Peru, on this Mexican governor that found aliens, like little statue aliens? Have you seen
That's
that?
the one I was talking about, Betty,
Yeah.
Right.
before. That I think has
Uh-huh.
been debunked as parts of an actual skeleton body that they've made
Yes.
to look like an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why it's hard for me to believe a little bit, you know. But anyway, for me, I do have a couple of videos coming out. I got a cemetery one that's coming out soon with Sean. Of course, I got, my Batman toys coming out soon as well. But next week, hopefully, a mystery bag video.
Yes. Please have bras. Please have bras in it.
Yes.
Of course, every Tuesday, my live and stuff like that. But anything
I
else?
forgot to talk about my live. My live's
want-
on Monday at 9 p.m. And
Is that
I
Monday?
I tell
Okay.
a story, and the story for next Monday, it's going to be the curse of the purple mirror.
Nice.
Okay.
The Curse of the Purple Mirror.
That's going to be really good, and I'll explain why later on, Sandra.
I want to. I want to
Okay.
see that. And now I'm very intrigued. I want to see that.
Yeah.
All right, but for right now, everybody, thank you for joining me. Thank you for my panel to be up here. Thank you for everybody on the chat. Thank you. Without you guys, there's no us. So I love you guys. Thank you very much. And you guys enjoy the rest of your night, day, and future. I'll see y'all later, and have a blessed day.
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
Love
Good
you.
night. Love you guys.
Twinkies for life.
Hey.